Right, my friends, welcome back to Live from the Mansion at Strathmore, where we're mixing together live music and insightful conversation. I'm your host, Christylez Bacon, and I'm going to help you get introduced to some of these amazing artists we have. And this week, this is the last one of this series. So we have Nistha Raj playing Indian classical music on the 5-string violin, and then you have myself, Christylez Bacon. So we're mixing together hip-hop, go-go, and Indian classical music. My friends, get your palm emojis ready. Start inviting all your friends right now and enjoy the sounds. And check out the other episodes after you're done with this one. Raj, my friend, for how many years? It's been like, how many years have we been collaborating?
We met in 2011.
Yeah, 2011. So, man, look, and I'm glad that we could come together to be here socially distant and compliant, creating a safe space. And yeah, and I'm glad to see you. It's been only my fellow Strathmore artists in residence and the clerks at Trader Joe's. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So my friend, look, tell the people how has it been for you as a artist and as a businesswoman for the past like 3 to 4 months?
It's been challenging, difficult, interesting. A growth opportunity. I've been sort of just as an artist, I'm trying to go more inwards and just work on music, things that I had put off for a long time. Not really been trying to do any live shows. Just I'm not really feeling that like virtual, like online. But yeah, trying to work on my technique and go deeper with my music, and then yeah, just be grateful and feel blessed for everything that we have, and use this time wisely, I guess. So.
And now I'm with you 120%. And how does this situation affect some of like the core elements of Hindustani music? Like with distancing and the presentation and
Well, I think for any style of music, it's a collaborative effort, right? There's melody and rhythm go together. So as a instrumentalist, a rhythmic component is essential. So like a tabla, not being able to play together in the same room is very it's like impossible, So especially like if you're trying to do something online, but yeah, I think all musicians can feel that the live experience or collaboration is what fuels us and inspires us, and it's part of the creative process to create together. So but there's part of the journey also is a lone journey, like with yourself and your instrument too. So there's two parts to it, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Being around people, but you also got to recharge yourself so you can be able to give to others, right?
Sure.
I could dig it. so the people that are listening and checking out what we're doing together, right, as a duo, and checking out what you're doing, right, um, they're hearing a lot of things, but they're also seeing such great style you have. So
Thank you.
and knowing you, I know that how you approach music is also how you approach style. It's just like a holistic thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so for the other people out there, let them know. Can you tell them, speak more about your style and how it comes across through the music and your own philosophy?
Sure. So I like to express myself through how I dress. I like to. I'm a blend. I'm Indian. Born. My parents were from India, but I was born and raised in the U.S. And but I still like to hold on to my culture, my heritage, and so whatever outfit I'm wearing, I like to tie in a little bit of my culture, or fully blend two styles, or whatever I feel inspired by. And my music is rooted in Indian classical music, but I like to bring in different genres. I mean, mix, like I work with you, and bring in Western elements. So it's just sort of like what appeals to me to create a whole piece. And yeah, I think fashion ties into that too. Just create a unique style, a unique sound, that's my own, that represents my background, my heritage, etc., my interests, my likes, and
Yeah,
like to make a statement.
for sure. I'm with you.
Yeah. You were in the Washingtonian magazine for
Yeah.
like best stylish or
Oh,
most
the best
stylish.
dress for
Yeah,
that year.
of course, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, man. That's such an honor.
So I
my
got to keep
friend.
up with you too.
I'm just a dude with a castle wardrobe and an afro. That's it. Like no, like minimalist,
No,
not
but
spending a lot of money.
you have good style.
Thank you, and you too. And also, and this comes across in your music too. I mean, though, when we met, you were like, oh, you're doing Hindustani music, but your music is also encompassing other things that are happening in Indian music as a whole, and also your attire. Like this outfit right here is mixing together like different styles. I see you got the Gujarat joint right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I trained in mostly North Indian classical music, Hindustani music, but even there's so many different parts of India, and the style and textures and clothing from all parts of India are so different. So like Chris said, this belt is from Gujarat, and this skirt, I don't know, probably South Indian. I don't know. So it's a mix as well.
Customizations right there,
Yeah, I like to mix and match stuff and pair it together.
Yeah, and so what do you think with our collaboration, right? What has been the most challenging thing for you?
Most challenging.
We mixing together hip hop go-go.
Yeah. So I guess coming from the tradition that I studied, although I've studied Western violin as well, I've studied Indian classical, and like soloing, we solo in a raga, and you have specific notes, and applying that to sort of the music that we do together, soloing over a chord progression is something that like it's been a good challenge for me to adjust to, and to look at it from a different perspective, rather than just like, okay, I have the drone and I'm soloing within the context of these 5 notes or etc., but really using my ears to hear the chord progression and try to match up whatever I'm playing within a raga context as well.
All right, ladies and gents, this right here is a song that's unfortunately based on a true story. It's called Bow Cut. It's about having a bad haircut where you use a bow as the apparatus to cut your hair. It's like a mold. You just cut off all the hair on the sides. So the song will give you all the information you need in there, but it's a funny story behind it. Just go to my other videos to catch this one. And we're going to mix this with some Hindustani violin happening right here, provided by Nistha Raj. So we're going to mix all the styles. Here we go. Shall we go? So. back in 1995, a brother was never fly. When I came home from school and saw that chair outside, boombox in the window, clippers on the side. That's when mom decides that it's haircut time. That's how it is. You broke and your pops ain't there, so your mom volunteered to save money and cut your hair. You wish you could hit up the barber shop with your friends instead of mom's leaving these patches behind my ears. The middle of the month we be scraping for paper, dreaming we had the fade or the temple tapers. The fresh haircuts, feeling flying to school, cause the shape was precise like they did it with a ruler. But back on the south side, hair sitting outside, mom got them clippers high, and I'm like, why? She cut my hair low, said she good to go. The shaved up the sides with the cool whip bow. I got the bowl cut. When the cash is low and your pops ain't home, I got the bowl cut. Yo, I got the bowl cut. When the pops ain't home, mom, she ain't feeling the fro, I got the bowl cut. I went to school the next day and people thought I went bald. Then they took my cap off, then it was like, yo, looking like Toad from Mario Kart, my neck cold. I laced it with some Miracle Grow, now everybody got jokes at my school fair, behold. Fellas do the most, slap your head, then you ghost. Girls see your hair, then they laugh or they bow. Teachers put you on the spot, then you get roast. But I don't even say nothing, I just fade to the back, rocking all black like the techies in between the acts. But when I got home, it's like a whole nother world. My mom said, betcha you was getting them girls. Yeah, getting them girls to laugh when I step in their path. I wish I could put my entire head in the cast. My mom said, Chris, you shouldn't worry about that. Man, I'm eating vegetables until my head grow back. I got the bowl cut. When the cash is low and your pops ain't home, I got the bowl cut. Yo, I got the bowl cut. When the pops ain't home, mom, she ain't feeling the fro, I got the bowl cut. Hey, Mr. Raj, come on. Up, fade on the side, the top looks like a donut. Now you know what it is after school when you roll up. Mom got them clippers, next day he didn't show up. Try to style it up, ask mom to put a part on the lower left side. Now it looks like Noah's Ark. Now cats laughing at your boy, reaching for their Kodak. Cause the next day I came to school with the Kojak. Vaseline on it, you could see the sheen on it. Kids say, it looked like Mr. Clean, don't it? The next month came, I tried to hide my mom's clippers. She came out of the crib with some kindergarten scissors and cut off the sides. Your boy's outside with a Lando Lakes bowl on my head and I can't hide. My mom said, I'ma hook you up this time. Then on the back of my neck she drew the Nike sign. I got the bowl cut. When the cash is low and your pops ain't home, I got the bowl cut. Yo, I got the bowl cut. When your pops ain't home, mom, she ain't feeling the fro, I got the bowl cut. Thank you, my friends. What about what was in collaborating and mixing together our different worlds and stuff? What's a situation, a moment in the collaboration that just sticks out to you?
I think you know what I'm gonna say.
All right, let's go.
That moment at Live.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
So you invited me to come perform with you at this open mic at Live, which is no longer on U Street.
Yeah, it was the Up and Up open mic.
Open mic.
It's a straight up hip hop go-go joint hosted by this group called Godzilla, and it's great.
Yeah, we still talk about this moment. I think recently we were chatting about this, and yeah, it was like, so we played Barbie Beatbox together. And I sat on the floor. I think you sat on the floor with me.
Yep.
And so everyone else that had like gone on before me, it was what we played was so different and contrasting. We put the drone on, And then it was pin drop silence though, which was really
Yes.
amazing because like I think it was such a different sound for
It was live.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
we were rocking over there before
yeah,
our
and it was
performance.
a predominant audience of people who probably weren't very familiar with Indian classical music.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
So
Not at all. Well, like DC, DMV,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
no, that was
Black folks,
great.
boom, boom.
And on the flip side, we did something at the Embassy of India together, where it was a completely different audience, and they were exposed to hip hop and your style, and so that was actually really fun too.
Yeah, my moment though for us
Yeah.
like that though, cause your joint's like, oh, bring this to my world and stuff,
Yeah.
and people loved it and said they felt transformed and like they like went places with like sonically, you know what I'm saying, from listening to the music. My equivalent, I mean, the Embassy of India was pretty cool, right? But you know what I'm saying, I've been at some embassies, but my joint was when we went to the Garba.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And it was like the opposite. It was like no one looked like me. It was like
yeah.
two other people,
Yeah.
chocolate drops, but they went way back at me.
Yeah, that was pretty fun too, because they were definitely, it was a whole audience of people who had probably not seen what you do, and that was great. Yeah.
And that exposure,
Mhm.
is so important. And so what? I these about final things. People might not have the context, right? Of what's going on sonically, what's going on musically. So can you give them a quick primer to put everything in context to what you're doing with the drone, with the way that you play, all of these things.
So, like I mentioned, I've studied North Indian classical music, which is called Hindustani, and there's another form of classical music from the south called Carnatic. They're similar styles, but different in their own ways. But basically, the background is we have the drone in the background, which is an instrument. I use an electronic version on the iPad, but the actual instrument is called a tanpura, and it has a large round gourd and a neck and strings, and you basically just pluck the strings in a way to create a circular sound so that it provides that backdrop. I kind of equate it to a blank canvas which you paint on, so the music is being painted on that backdrop of basically the tonic and the fifth note, depending on which raga you play. And a raga is sort of our scale system. They're not really scales, but they're based on scales. They're a collection of notes that have a specific ascending order, a descending order. They're played at times of days and seasons to create specific moods. And the music is, each raga has like a shape and a form and more important notes in it, and you approach the raga knowing the sort of the framework of the raga, the rules of the raga. You approach playing with that in mind and improvising also with that in mind. And then you have the rhythmic component, which is in Hindustani music, it's the tabla, which it's a two-headed drum. But working with you, you provide all of the rhythmic elements on your wonderful beatbox, imitating what a tabla does. So the tabla and tabla provides the rhythmic component, and improvising happens around a specific rhythm cycle. We have 16 beats, 10 beats, 8 beats, 12 beats, 5, odd number of beats too. So that's sort of the basis of the music, the melodic component and rhythmic component. And improvising is huge, but we also have set compositions that it gives you the structure and what to improvise around, and keeping that in mind.
It's amazing. It's amazing because it's like music like going back from like the 12th century, but it's more like jazz than anything else I've experienced. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's amazing stuff, man. And so the only reason I'm able to take my beatbox and do these rhythmic cycles and all that is because of Nistha. And so this is what happens with collaboration. There's tutelage and sharing of information, sharing of culture, bridging of divides and all of that. So how can we support you and your endeavors that you're doing right now? I know you're teaching as well.
So I have a company that offers music lessons. I'm not teaching myself right now, but that's Solfege Music Studio. If you want to check that out, just Google that. And then I have a website, just my name, nishtharaj.com. I'm on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Hoping to work on some new music to put out soon.
Yes.
But I'm kind of laying low at the moment. But you know.
I feel you. Well, Nistha Raj, thank you
Thank
so
you, Chris.
much. Look, if y'all have any questions, for Nistha or for myself and what I'm doing with this collaboration, you could just put it in the comment section, and we're going to come through the comment section, and we're going to, like, you know what I'm saying, answer some questions. You can check out our website. You go to Bite of Beatbox, and we're going to have to spell that for you.
Oh. Is the website?
It's on the Kraken.
It's Hip Hop Meets India, right?
Oh, you could type in, Hip Hop Meets India. It's way
Yeah.
easier. Type in Hip Hop Meets India. My friends, we are out, my friends. Thank
Thank
you
you
so much. Y'all have an amazing time.
That was Live from the Mansion with Christylez Bacon and Nistha Raj. Thanks for joining us. All of Strathmore's virtual content is archived on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. We can't wait to see you in person again soon.